My name is Bridgitte. I'm here today to do some readings. A very nice day today, very sunny. Had some beautiful sunset yesterday, beautiful sunrise this morning. I'm like, oh, it's just so beautiful. I'm feeling like the whole place, everything is just beautiful. When you're in love with everything, I'm having that moment. I love them moments. So I'm doing something interesting at the moment for 3 days now. No, today is the third day. 4 o'clock, I will be finished. I decided on Monday morning when I woke up that I was going to do a 3-day fast. So the last time I'd eaten from Monday was around 3:30 on Sunday. So I was like, okay. So I'll eat again on Wednesday. From 4 o'clock, I'll be able to eat. So I've done this 3 times. I did it about 3 times. This is my 4th time, I think. I did it about 3 times last year. Just randomly. I just felt like it, so I did it. And it's such an interesting experience of where your mind takes you, how your mind takes you to these different places. So my mind will constantly, because I'm not eating, my mind will constantly be on food. You know these cartoons that you see when an animal hasn't eaten, and it's like they start seeing people as a piece of chicken or something. When I first did it the very first time, I kind of had all these ideas of what it would be like in my mind. It's not like that, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting experience because at the moment, I'm fasting for 3 days, water fast. And yeah, it's really interesting how our mind will constantly talk. It's like at times even that I wouldn't normally eat. Food. And one of the reasons that I'm doing this fast is to strengthen my own mind, is to not allow my mind to dictate what happens in my life, but I dictate what happens. I am more powerful than my mind. Hey Thanos, how you doing? Yo. Yeah, I am more powerful than what my mind is dictating. So I'm using what I have to be able to overcome the mind. So like I said, I've done 2 days already. I'm on my 3rd day of a water fast, which finishes at 4 p.m. today. And what's really interesting is like I woke up this morning, I do exercises in the morning. I woke up this morning and I was so energetic. I was like, woo, let's go. I did a 1-hit exercise. Oh my God. But I did it. And then went for my walk after, and I feel so energized. It's like you would expect after not eating for close to 3 days that you would feel like you're shriveling away, but that's not how I'm feeling at all. I'm feeling very energized and very awake and very happy that I'm actually doing it. So Thanos, I cannot understand what you've written there. I don't understand what you've written, so I'm not able to comment on it because I'm not sure what you've written. I am here to do free live readings though, so if you would like a reading, please comment, let me know so that I can come to you because that's what I'm here for. I'm doing something a bit different today. Actually, let's get them ones out. I'm using different tools today. I have a deck of Uno cards here. I have the Snappy Dresses deck of cards. Whoops. And I'm also going to use the Phase 10 cards and see what comes out. One of the reasons I really like these cards is because they're all numbers and I love numbers. I love reading numbers. It's like everything that I read always ends up getting to numbers anyway. So we've got the Uno, we've got the Phase 10, and then we have the Snappy Dresses. Snappy Dresses has animals on it with that I interpret. I interpret the messages that come from the animals. They have little glasses, there's different colour. I will show you one. So like that's a panda. So he's got a green hat and green trousers and green, and all of this offers messages. It's got a pink scarf. Each section offers messages, and I love using different things. I like variety and adapting and learning new things from different things. So this should be interesting. I have used them before, but I've not used them in a little while now, so I'm not even sure. I'll just flow with however the messages take me. Like I said, if you would like a reading, please comment and I will come to you. Please comment and I will come to you. I can do a collective reading while I'm waiting there. Yeah, let's do a collective reading. I'm here to do some readings. If you would like a reading, let me know, comment, and then I can come to you. Otherwise, I'm going to start with a collective reading. Collective reading for the collective. May this reading be for the highest good of the collective. May you receive the information you need and may be open to receiving it. Right, so for the collective, we've got a 7, a blue 7, a green 12, and a yellow 8. Okay, so I'm doing a collective reading at the moment, but if you would like a reading for yourself, please let me know and I can come to you once I've finished the collective reading. So the 7, a blue 7, is a message of perseverance and patience. I would say that it's a message around I'm feeling, what blue is it? What blue is it? Because blue is the throat chakra and blue is also the third eye. So I'm just connecting to what blue this is for me. So the 7, perseverance and patience. I feel like that what's happening with you is that you're wanting to use your intuition a lot more than you have been using it. And you're kind of frustrated with it because you don't feel that it's working for you in a way that you want it to work for you. So it's kind of like, but what else do I have to do to make this work? Why is it not working for me? It is working for you. The 8's here. It is working for you. The manifestation of this 7, 8 is a manifestation. Let's move then. So the 7 is that you've been wanting something to come into your life. You've put energy and effort into it, but you're not seeing it. You're not seeing the results of it. But this 8 shows me that it's around you. And the only thing that is stopping you from really connecting to this intuition of yours, being able to see clearer, is your confidence within your ability. Because yellow for me is all about how you feel about yourself. There's a lack of confidence here, which is why you are not receiving this manifestation. It's not that you're not receiving it, you're just not seeing it. And you're not seeing it because you don't believe it's possible. When you believe that your intuition is working for you, that you are getting the things that you need, that you are receiving the information that you need, that you are in clarity. When you believe that, then it will start feeling like it's working for you. Hey, UG. The 12 is a message. It's a message from the king, because in a standard deck of cards, it would be the king, the 12. This is around love. So it's like the 12 is a message of you have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of life experience, because you've had many lives and you've had many experiences within these lives to teach you many lessons. This is green, so it's around the heart chakra. The king is the sharer for me. But in this energy, the king would struggle to share because there's no confidence in self. So the king is a light worker. It's somebody that through its wisdom, it shares the information you have learned in your lifetimes. But you're still in this place of hiding. You're getting a new phone. Nice one. But you're still in this place of hiding. And what you're being asked to do is love yourself enough to be able to share yourself. When you're sharing, that's when you're really connected to your intuition, to that inner wisdom. It's when you're sharing through a place of love as well, for a place of confidence within what you're doing. Your intuition will grow. The practice of that will help you get to the manifestation. And this manifestation is something, this green in the yellow in the middle. I know it's yellow, but at the moment, as I'm seeing this 8, it's kind of like gold. It's like once you start sharing from your intuition, from a place of love, you will start receiving financial stability, the finances that you've been looking for. Yeah. Yeah. All right, if you would like a general reading, if you would like a reading, please let me know so I can come to you. That was a collective reading for everybody. But if you would like one for yourself, let me know and I can come to you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I like questions. I like it when I'm kind of forced to think. Forced to look at things that I might not necessarily have looked at. I like it. I think it helps us a lot. It helps us to grow. It helps us to understand ourselves better. It helps us to understand our belief system better. Where we are in life, what we're doing, how we're living, whether it resonates with us or not. So questions are really nice, and I am definitely open to answering questions. So if you do have a question or you would like a reading, let me know and I can come to you. I was talking about doing a fast earlier. I'm doing a fast, a 3-day fast, 3-day water fast. So I'm only drinking water for 3 days. One of the other reasons I decided to do this water fast was, I was talking earlier about this fast, and one of the reasons I'm doing it is to be able to become mentally stronger. And something else that I've recently done is stop smoking. I've smoked since I was 14 years of age. It's close to 40 years. It's not 40 years, but maybe 37, 36 years I've smoked. I've smoked the majority of my life. I don't know myself without smoking. So one of the other reasons that I decided to do this fast was to be able to create that mental space for myself that helps to be able to let go of things that we've been attached to for so long. They might not necessarily be good for us, but we're so attached to them. They're such a habit that we just continue to walk forward with them. So that was one of the other reasons that I decided to do the fast as well. Good morning, Carol. How are you doing? How are you today? Excellent. Wow, I like that. Excellent. Whoa, nice one. I like excellent. Yeah, actually, I love excellent. And Rakia is getting a new phone today. It's very nice. I'm sure she's excited. Come here to tell us about it. Very excited. Do you have any questions, Carol? Anybody? And where are you guys at? Where are you? Yuji, you still there? Where are you at? Rakia, where are you at? Or anybody else that's here that I can't see your name. Where are you at, guys? I am in Spain. I live in Spain. I am from the UK. I was born in the UK. Born and grew up in the UK. But I live in Spain now. Massachusetts. Nice. I've heard of Massachusetts, but I ain't got a clue where it is. But I know it's in America. But I don't have I've watched. You know when you watch things and then you hear certain places, and Massachusetts is one of the places that I've heard of. But I don't know anything else. Geography. Anybody else? Where are you guys? Where are you? Where are you at? You don't need to be shy with me. Don't need to be shy. Carol, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. If you would like a reading, let me know. East Coast. Okay. East Coast. East Coast is New York side, no? New York is on the East Coast, isn't it? And the West Coast is California side, no? Is that right or is that wrong? You can help me with my geography today, Carol. I'll learn something today. Every day we learn something. This is going to be my thing for, well, one of the things from today. Okay. Okay. Nice. So does it get cold where you are? It gets very cold, no? And snows. Does it snow? Very cold. We're having an amazing winter here. Oh, it's winter, so it's cold. But I mean, the cold that, if I was in England, it would be very cold. But here, it feels cold. But it's not like, it's just because I don't like the cold. I like the sun. I like the warmth on my skin. And when it gets to winter, as long as it's like, I don't know, you can get to like 18 degrees or 16 degrees or 14. And for me, that's cold. It's like, I'd rather it warmer. And my favorite is 25 degrees. That's the perfect temperature for everything. You can do everything you want to do in 25 degrees. I love it. But once it goes lower than that, it's like, oh, it's cold. I'll tell my daughters on a summer's day, it's like 22 degrees. And they're like, I'm like, it's cold today. Mummy, it's not cold. It's, So when I say it's cold, it's not really cold. Yesterday I went to work, it said 16 degrees. I was like, ooh, that's nice. We're in January, almost February. It's nice. Could I pull you a card? Yes, of course, Carol. I can definitely do that. Today I'm using different cards. I was going to say fluffing around a bit, but it's not fluffing around. It's experimenting. I've used them before. I just haven't used them in a very long time. I actually forgot about them for a while. And the other day I saw a picture of someone holding an Uno card up like this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I haven't done that in ages. So it inspired me. It inspired me to get them all out again. So today we're using different cards. We've got the snappy dressers. These are animals. We've got the phase 10, which is numbers, and we've got Uno, which is numbers. So let's see what messages come out for you, Carol. Let's see. Carol. 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 May this reading be for the highest good of Carol. May you receive the information you need, Carol, and may you be open to receiving it. All right, let's get a snappy dresser as well. One of the animals, like the animals. This reading be for the highest good of Carol. May you receive the information you need, and may be open to receiving it. All right. Carol, let's see what come out for you. Green 4. Ooh. We've got the extra card. And we have a panda. It was like I knew a panda was going to come out for some reason. I don't know. All right. With the sweets. Carol. This is very interesting. The green 4 is a message. The green for me is around the heart chakra. The 4 is a message of ready, steady, go, go, go. So I feel like you are taking action towards your heart, towards moving from your heart. And it's not just this card, but there's a lot of it here. He's wearing a yellow hat and yellow glasses. For me, yellow is about the physical body and how you view the physical body, how you think about the physical body and how you see it. So this 4 being green, I feel like you are thinking better about self. You are putting in nurture into your thoughts about self. You are seeing yourself in love rather than in... It's kind of like the Jack, rather than the inner bully that wants to tell you how not good you are working from a nurturing place of how good you are, how beautiful you are, how loving you are, how whatever. Because it could be a million different things sometimes. You don't like your hair, you don't like your nose, it could be anything about self. But this feels like you are now putting in energy into loving yourself more because of the 4 and because of the green. Then this come up. And I was like, this is like a special card. I don't even know what this card is about within the game. My daughters and I play the game, but we never use this card. So I don't even know what the card is about. But it's a special card. Definitely a special card. And if you look at all the numbers, they've all got these letters, but the 8 is in purple. It's purple? Yeah, it's purple. It looked pink on the screen, but it's not. It's purple. So I feel like you're working on self-love. You're doing a really good job on self-love because everything about this is showing me self-love. So you're working on it and you're doing a very good job of it. So the 8 being purple, I feel like you are manifesting. The purple for me is like a connection to your energetic self, consciousness, to love, to not just to yourself, but love as a whole, to consciousness as a whole. Consciousness for me is just another word of saying God, another word of saying source energy. Is for me, it's consciousness, the universal energy, the love that is in everything. So I feel like this purple on the 8 for me is a manifestation, and the purple for me is the connection to source energy. So I feel like you are manifesting this more intuitive version of self, this more connected version of self, this more loving version of self, this more inspired version of self, and that you're more open to receive than you have been. And I feel that because this panda is holding a sweet. It's like I'm seeing it as kind of like a gift. Like it's a sweetness. No, sweetness is, for me, it's like a gift. It's like something that is around you that feels good. That feels good. And you're holding it in your hand. And the coat that this panda is wearing is pink. So it's healing. And I feel what is healing is the ability to receive, because this is green, love. So you're healing this ability to be able to receive. The neck has got a red scarf. And the red scarf for me, red for me is about the roots. And the around the neck would be the throat chakra. So I feel like you're also doing work on one of your roots, which is, it's not just about the self-love. Well, it is kind of. It connects really well. The red is the roots, and around your throat chakra, it's about your expressing. And that's what I was talking about with this, the green 4. Your ability to be able to express yourself in a more loving way to self. That's something that you're healing. And when you're able to work from a more loving place within yourself, it means that you're more open to receiving. Because this yellow on the eyes and the head, for me, that's you coming from a place that you haven't put a lot of love into yourself, a lot of commitment into yourself. It's kind of like somebody that doesn't feel worthy, doesn't feel good enough, doesn't feel deserving. And with this green sweet in his hand, I feel like you're now working from this place of being able to receive, because you're doing the work on yourself of loving yourself to get to that point of being able to receive. I don't think it's something that you've been able to do before, though. I feel that the blue shoes you're now walking in the expression. You're walking in the expression of self through creating. And I feel that the creating, the orange, is this new version of self. I feel that you're doing a really good job, Carol. This is so stuck on you, working on loving you, that it's like, is what the message is. It's you. It's kind of like a confirmation for you of how well you're doing with the love that you're giving yourself. And it's really interesting because at the top of the screen now, I've got like 4, which means 8, which is this amazing connection to source energy. Manifestations that are coming to you. Once you create that connection, you're in the receiving mode. So it's not just about you giving, but it's giving, receiving. I feel that before you've always been the giver, because this definitely feels like the Jack for me. You've always been the giver, but now you're not only the giver, you're the giver and you're open to receiving from others as well, because you feel deserving now, or you're getting to the point of feeling deserving, feeling like you're worthy enough to be able to receive. It's really beautiful. It's very empowered. And keep doing what you're doing. Trust in what you're doing. The 8 is all about the trust, the manifestation. You have to trust that it's yours already for it to come to you. So keep trusting in what you're doing. The 4 generally is an idea of doubts around what you've done already. Let go of any doubts that you're not doing a good enough job. That inner bully that's inside of you will be there talking, but know that you are stronger than it. Know that you're doing the work to move beyond it. And every day that you continue to do this work, even if you mess up one day and you do nothing, you're still on the way to overcoming all of this. It's very empowered, very, very, Carol. Well done. Hey, Rhoda. I'm glad I got to catch you again. Nice one, Rhoda. Nice to see you too. Yeah, great job. It definitely feels like a confirmation for you, Carol, more than anything else. Confirmation of what you've been doing and just like a pat on the back for well done. You're doing an amazing job. I am here to do readings, so if you would like a reading, let me know. Rhoda, where are you at? Where are you from? Where are you at? If you would like a reading, let me know and I can come to you. Let's drink some water. Hey, Sarah. Mississippi Coast. I got that. I got Mississippi. Mississippi is in a lot of movies, a lot of racist movies. Don't want to go Mississippi. Don't know what it's like now, but I mean, you know, when you watch movies and the idea, you know, when you get these thoughts about, woo, if I go to that place, then that I might experience something like this. So it puts you off. Although it's like a whole heap of time back. But yeah, the mind. Right, Rhoda. No, Rhoda. The Gold Coast is so different. The Gulf Coast is so different. I don't know. I don't know any of them. I just, like I said, like there was a movie, I really liked this movie. It was based in Mississippi. I love it. What was it called? I can't remember, but I loved it. It was a racist one though. I didn't love it, but I loved it at the same time because it has the guy that I like, Matthew McConaughey, something like that his name is, isn't it? And a little boy gets accused of raping a little girl and he gets sent to prison. And then Matthew McConaughey is his lawyer. I like that movie. Yeah, anyway. Rhoda. I'm seeing something, Rhoda, which is kind of nothing. It's just the edge of a cupboard. But in my head as well, I'm hearing, I'm on the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge, the edge. I'm on the edge of glory. And I hope you do. I don't know the words. But it's kind of giving me this feeling because I'm seeing the edge of the cupboard. It's like really standing out to me. And then I've got this song going round in my head, which is all about edge. So I feel like you're kind of on the verge of you haven't heard that song in forever. I've got all the old songs. All the old songs. I don't know any new ones. Kids, I can come to you once I've finished with Rhoda, if you don't mind waiting. Yeah, it feels like you're on the verge of something. You're on the edge of something that is coming to you. It's like a manifestation because this is like a 7 energy. This is like you've thought about something. You've put energy into it. You've put work into it. You've put everything that you have into it. But it's like this idea of, but I still can't see it. Where is it? Why can't I see it? How is it going to get to me? When is it going to get to me? Who's going to bring it to me? What do I need to do to make this happen? How is this going to happen? It's like a lot of worry around this manifestation rather than the trust of it being there already and allowing it to come to you. That's what it feels like. Let's see what the cards say. I'm using different cards today, guys. I've got phase 10, Uno, and snappy dresses. May this reading be for the highest good of Rhoda. Rhoda. May you receive the information you need. And may you be open to receiving it. Rhoda. Let me just check that no other card turned round while I was shuffling, because I feel like it did. Let's start again. I didn't do it nicely. There's so many, it's difficult to hold them. This ain't Texas. That's the song I know. That's an up-to-date one, kind of, anyway. Down, 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 down. Don't like the song, though. All right. Patience is not one of your best qualities. Yeah. I was talking about this morning. Yeah, there's 7 between them two. There's a lot of 2s here. I was talking about this with my friend on my walk this morning about patience. Well, it wasn't really about patience. It's about this pole. I've always got this pole in my mind, this idea of a pole. And when we send out what we want, so we think about something for any amount of time. Well, it's not any amount of time. Let's say everything that I've heard is like 17 seconds or something. So let's say you think of something for 1 minute. That thing will then come to you. And we get in our way a lot of things coming to us. So whatever you've sent out will come back. You will attract it. So I always think of this pole. And with this pole, your manifestation was sent out. So there's this pole that you could say is the manifestation. For each of the things that you're manifesting, there's this pole. But each of the ends of this pole represents something. So on this end of the pole is, I can't get that. When is it coming? How is it coming? Who's going to make it come? It's low vibration. It doesn't feel good. It feels frustrating, irritating, annoying. And it's like a place of frustration. That's the biggest emotion you'll feel from it. But then we have the other end of the stick that is negative. And that will be, oh, I love the feeling of this manifestation. I love how it just all works for me and moves around for me. And I just love it. There's both ends of the stick. If you're here in the lower vibration, what you will receive is the manifestation in low vibration. So if you're frustrated, you'll receive something that continues to make you feel frustrated. If you're here in a higher vibration, you'll receive the manifestation that you're walking towards, that you've been wanting. Something that feels good. So it's, where are you with your manifestation? Are you focused on it from this side or from this side? And depending on which side you're focused on it from, depends on how you receive the manifestation. So be aware of where you're working from with whatever it is that you're manifesting. Right. So we have 2 2s here. A 5 and a 1. So where shall we start? The 2s. Let's start with the 2s. Actually, I'm going to put it like this. So I'm going to put it like this, actually. got a little story going on. So the one is a message. You've been working on changing my thought patterns. Excellent, Rhoda. Excellent. I'm so used to things going wrong. It just seems like that's what's going to happen, or I'm manifesting something that won't be good for me. No, it's because you're focused on it going wrong that it keeps happening for you. It's happening for you, Rhoda. That's the really interesting thing about manifesting. You feel like everything's going wrong for you, but it's going wrong for you because you feel like it's going wrong. So work on that feeling of it going wrong. Work on a feeling of, I am a master manifester and everything works for me. For me. It's all working for you. The universe doesn't understand that I don't want and I do want. It doesn't understand that. The only thing it understands is the frequency at which you're at. So if you're in the frequency of it's going wrong, that's what's going to happen. It's not going to work for me. I'm manifesting something that's not good for me. That puts you here. That's what creates that energy. These thoughts, the emotions that come from these thoughts put you here. So it is really important to work on the thought patterns that bring you to here so you can manifest what you want. Well done. Well done. So we have the green one. The green one is, well, the one is a message. The one actually by itself doesn't have a message, so I'm going to uncover that as we go along because I've got a lot of ones. I have 6 ones, 6 different messages for the one. If I was using a standard deck of cards, it would be the ace, the 10, the jack, the queen, and the king. And joker. I was like, that's only 5. What's going on here? And the joker. So we'll see what this uncovers as we go along. At the moment, I'm feeling it like it's the jack, but let's see. So this one is around love, and there's something happening inside of you because the one is the roots. That is working from a place of love that you haven't necessarily worked from before, especially towards self. When you have these types of thoughts, things don't work for me, that is kind of a lower vibrational what. That's like the idea that I'm not good enough. I can't do this. It never works for me, which is what you've been saying, which makes sense to this 2. Because the 2 is a victim. It's someone that kind of blames things on other people. It didn't work for me because of this. It didn't work for me because of this. It didn't work because that person did this. Or whatever the reason is that it didn't work. It's never really been your thoughts. So I feel like this is you, because the 2 for me is a root. So I feel like it's you dealing with this idea that it is other people's faults, rather than it coming from you and the lack of love within yourself for self. The 2 is an energy of somebody that goes into depression, that experiences depression. The fact that there are 2 2s here is something that you've definitely experienced, and not just a moment, but it's been part of your life. I feel like that blaming that you've been doing because of this love that you're working on towards self is going to help you move into a place that you're able to express yourself more clearly towards self. So you stop looking outside of yourself to blame other people. You don't blame yourself, but you're expressive towards self of why this is here. You're learning from yourself of how you feel and how to work through your emotions around it, because the blue is expression. The red, like I said, is root for me. So I believe you're working on your ability to express yourself in a more loving way, definitely in a more loving way, and letting go of the idea that other people are causing your life to look like this, rather than it's simply the energy at which you are in. You're being given advice here which is the 5, the green 5, which is about balance. And the green, like I said with this, is love. So you have worked from a place of lack. When we're the victim and we blame other people, there's a really big lack mentality within that of this doesn't work for me, that doesn't work for me, why didn't I get that and they got that, it's kind of like all about why things haven't worked for you. The green 5 is about you focusing on not too long ago, yeah. The green 5 is about you working from a place of gratitude. So because you're working from this place more of love, you're able to see the gratitude that much more clearly. Because you're working on how you view, because you've been working on the victim mentality and how you've viewed your world, but you know now that it's all to do with you, you are much more able to get to this point of gratitude. When we get to gratitude is kind of in between. You have lack, you have abundance. The gratitude gets you to abundance. Without the gratitude, you can't, with lack mentality, there is no gratitude. You can't see a lack of something and feel grateful for it. So the gratitude of everything that's in your world brings you to the abundance, because once you're grateful for whatever it is in your world, you're abundant within that. That brings you to the the positive end of the stick. The positive end of the stick. And we also have 5 here, 7, which is what I started with, because that's what you feel like, 7. And this green 5 again is showing you how to let go of this 7, this old idea of it's not working for me. I don't have the support I need. Nobody loves me. That's the 2. I'm not supported. I'm not loved. Everybody is against me. But this 5 is helping you to show you that that's not a truth. You do have people around you that do love you. And especially yourself. Start with self. Whether there are some times that we're in lower vibration and we can't see the love around ourselves, the support around ourselves. But when you're working from a place of loving from yourself, from within yourself, you will connect to that love. It's when you're seeking it from outside of yourself that it will be a struggle. So connect to the love within yourself. Express lovingly towards self. Work from that place of gratitude so that you allow your manifestations to come to you. And opportunity, because we do have 8 here. This is 8. 5, 1, 2 is 8. And it will be through you expressing yourself in the most loving way towards yourself, so that you do feel loved and supported by yourself, from you doing it towards self. And you also have 9 here, which is about opportunities coming your way from this work that you're doing. So we don't just have the 7, we have the 8 and we have the 9. The 8 is the manifestation that you've been wanting. The 9 is the opportunities that come from that manifestation. So there's a lot here, and we've got 10 as well. 10 is the idea of, if you have a lot of desires, and the 10 is the idea that, but what if this happens? But what if that happens? And it's all in negatives. It's all on this side of the pole, focused on lack rather than gratitude. So your biggest message throughout all of this is the 5, the balance, bringing yourself to a place that you're always able to see the gratitude in whatever it is that you're doing. And sometimes we can't see the gratitude at that moment. Sometimes it takes hindsight, but you can always look at something in your world with gratitude. So instead of that thing that's disturbing you at this moment that you're not able to receive, Focus on anything in your life that you do feel grateful for, and just keep putting energy into that, because that will grow. And as that grows, you're growing, you're changing, your mentality is changing, your emotions are changing. Everything about you will be changing as you keep working from that place. This has been a life changer for me. Yeah, you're doing a really good job. This is like so deep. You're doing some really deep work inside of yourself, and it's all around self-love, how you feel about yourself. I've got goosebumps everywhere. I've got goosebumps for you, because this is a lot of work. It's not just, all right, I'm going to do this. This is coming out of the twos as well, and the twos are such a difficult energy because they're so low. They feel crap. I know how they feel because it's through me that I understand the numbers. So I know that 2 feels like crap. It's like there's nobody in the world that understands you. There's nobody that supports you. There's nobody, there might be someone, but you just don't feel it at that time. And there's nobody that really gets you. But this is really your life lesson of you giving yourself everything you're seeking, so that I got drawn to this 3. I looked up and saw 3 and 8. So this is like you moving towards the authentic version of yourself, so that you are able to be true to yourself rather than looking at others to make you feel amazing. You're able to do that for yourself. Others to make you feel complete, because the message for the 3 is in search of a oneness. You've sought that through other people or other things before. Now it's about you doing that for yourself from within yourself. It's so powerful. It's so beautiful. Very beautiful, Rhoda. You're doing an amazing job, and keep up the job that you're doing, because you're doing a very good job. You might have doubts that pop in every so often. Just keep moving yourself. Keep playing with that pole for whatever it is that's going on in your mind. Remember the pole. That's my best thing, the pole. I love the pole. I use it constantly, because it helps so much. Okay, I'm viewing it from here, but this isn't really helping me viewing it from here. It's making me feel crap. Okay, so where can I view it from? How do I view this particular thing from a different perspective to be able to make it feel nice, to be able to feel gratitude towards it? What is that for me? How do I create that? And start questioning yourself in ways like that, so that you're able to really look at the belief system that has kind of hold of you at that moment, so that it don't pull you into a momentum and keep you down. It pulls you into a momentum of rising and expanding rather than going down. Hey, Michael. Hey, Carla. The jamming book adventure. Hey, Rhoda. Yes, I've made a habit of waking up thankful for what I have instead of sad about what I don't have. Great job. Great job. Something that my family and I do as well, but it's me that does it. But I expose everybody to it because it's a good thing. Jasmine, hey, how you doing? So, something that I do is every morning when I wake up, I do my gratitude while I'm in bed, but it's just for like a minute or 2. And then a little while later, when I actually, when all my children are up, when everybody's up in the house, I put a motivational video on. So it's the first thing that we listen to in the morning, something that lifts you up, something that makes you think about your thoughts, something that really helps you to work from this high vibrational place, because as you're listening to it, you can hear the vibration of the person speaking, and it feels really good. So yeah, that's just something I do. Not telling you to do it, but it's something really useful to listen to people in high vibration speak, so that it helps you to maintain your high vibration. It is very useful. Great, Jasmine. Carla, I didn't get a chance to read your message before you deleted it. Somebody did ask for a reading though. Who was it? Who was it? It wasn't Nikki. It was Kick It. Kick It with Jay. You still there? Kick It with Jay. I've been on for an hour trying to work out how to comment. I didn't know I needed the app. I don't know either. I don't know. I would do that as well with a monkey. That's my favourite one. So if you would like a reading, let me know that you would like a reading and I can come to you. Kick It with Dre, Kick It with Jay, you've gone with me next time. It felt odd. Riddy, I'm not sure what your message is. You've repeated the same thing a lot of times, but I'm not sure what you're actually asking me, Vidhi. Message from, I don't even know how to say that. Diraj, Twin Flame Journey. I'm not sure of this question. Are you asking me about somebody else? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're actually asking me. I love that. I'd love a checkup. I like that. All right, I'm going to come to Carla because Carla did answer first. So I'm going to go to Carla. I go to who answers first because that's the fairest thing to do. Ridhi, I don't answer questions like this. This is like you wanting to find out about somebody else. I don't read for somebody else. These types of questions take you away from yourself. They're not helpful in my understanding. They're not helpful to you. They take you away from you. They make you focus on something that you have no control over. And the whole idea of being is to live in a way that we're flowing. And these kind of questions are definitely not flowing. They're in resistance, actually. And my whole mission is for you to focus on you, to let go of the resistance. That's what my readings are about, the resistance. And this question is in resistance. It's not something that I answer. All right, Carla. Carla, let me drink some water. Carla. Nice of you to join though, Jasmine. Come again. I will get to you. All right. Carla, this will be the last one for today. Carla. Nice one, Jazz. I love you too, Jazz. All right, Carla. Let's use these ones again. Carla. May this reading be for the highest good of Carla. May you receive the information you need and may you be open to receiving it. Ooh, we got a star. Loving it. I think something turned as well in the process of me shuffling them. I'm not sure, but let's have a look. It felt like it. No, nothing turned. All right. Let's get the snappy dresser cards as well and see what comes out of there. Got a star. May this reading be for the highest good of Carla. Carla, Carla, Carla. 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 May you receive the information you need and may you be open to receiving it. Carla. Ooh, got two animals. Ooh, what do we have? Oh, look, we got flowers, the star, as sweet as, whoa. So much love as well. He's almost got a whole outfit of green. Isn't that interesting? Both the cards have a red hat. There's 6 different colours, but both of your cards have a red hat. The fact that both the cards have a red hat, I feel that you work from old beliefs. The red for me is the roots. It's our roots. It's our belief system about self. So I feel like you work quite heavily from a belief system about self. Or the ideas of what you're able to do or not do. This is really interesting. What is this? This is a sloth. And then we've got the panda. And then the star. This is kind of like a message. It's like, it's like pulling me in these different places. It feels so interesting. It's like, let me go through it. Let me go through it with you. So the red on the head for me is about ego. It's ego self, who you believe yourself to be, your identity, the beliefs that you have around anything. That's on the head. So it tells me that you do use your head a lot. You have a lot of doubts around the things that you're doing, or your belief system doesn't necessarily work for you very well. But then we've got purple glasses here and orange glasses here. So this tells me, between the two of them, that you are kind of like divinely inspired. You have a lot of divine inspiration that comes through you. I'll continue. Then we have the blue scarf and the green scarf. So the green scarf is with the purple glasses, which tells me that there's a lot of love. Your connection to source is very strong. There's a lot of love, which is why I'm saying that there's this big pull. It's like very different energies that you experience. The blue scarf with the orange glasses, that you have a lot of creativity in you and expression. This blue is the throat chakra. So there's a lot of expression that you have around creativity, or your creativity, allowing the creativity out. This feels like a passion that you have that is sweet. The sweet that's in the picture and all this love. It feels like a passion that you have. And then he's wearing orange shoes as well. So it's like there's a lot of passion around creating. There's a lot of passion around expressing. There's a lot of passion around expressing yourself through love. We have orange top and jacket, which is how you view yourself and whether you feel worthy or not, whether you think you're pretty enough or not, or clever enough. It's all to do with how you view self. And then he's holding flowers, which is like a gift. It's like a love of self. It's like you receiving this gift from yourself because you are loving. Then we've got light blue here, which is about expression again, and the yellow shoes. So it's like you're expressing love to yourself that you haven't necessarily done so much before. There's a lot of growth here, a lot of growth. This is like you're coming from a place that it feels like a jack. There's lots of jacks around today. It feels like you're coming from a place that was very difficult for you to love yourself, very difficult for you to be able to receive, very difficult for you to kind of trust in yourself, of your worth, of being able to feel deserving. It's like now there's still this pull, but you're so much firmer in the love of self than you've ever been. This is kind of like, it's a bit like the panda with this black and white. It's like there was this black and white, this ego self and this higher self of you, and they were very separate before. Your ego self wasn't open to being loving, to speaking loving to self, to be connected to seeing through your third eye and having the confidence of being able to connect to your intuition and working from that direction rather than logic and reason, the old beliefs of what you had before with these red hats. These are just ideas of self that you've walked with for so long that you just believe them to be true about self. But I feel like something's happened in your world that has kind of merged your two worlds together, your ego self and your energetic self, and they're now merged together, that you're able to receive beautiful things and you're able to give yourself beautiful things and put yourself first and help other people with all this love that you have. And I feel like you're really helping yourself. Oh, sorry. God, I went flying. You're really helping yourself. You're flying to help yourself to the manifestations. This is a star card. And I feel like this star card for you is about, because it's got 3 stars on it, is about you. I feel that this change has happened for you because you've decided that, you know what? I'm just going to be me. I'm going to allow myself to be myself. And through that being yourself, you're allowing what happens to happen. It's not like everything is pulling you down anymore to where you would have been pulled before, because you're more connected than you've ever been before. You're in this place of balance that you've not been before. This is probably going to be quite an uncomfortable place for you, actually, because it's coming from somewhere complete opposite to where you are now. The complete opposite. So it might be uncomfortable. You've had to let go of a lot of things out of your life to be able to get to this point. But getting to this point, it just shows so much strength and determination and perseverance and just a pure will of, I just need to be myself. There's nothing else I can be anymore other than myself. And this pure determination to keep walking towards self without the idea of people knocking you down or not liking you because you're yourself. It's like a big gift that you've given yourself. This is so beautiful. Carla. It's like, I've mentioned a lot of empowerment today because there is a lot of empowerment today, but this is like a different level of empowerment. This is like you really giving yourself everything that you've needed to be able to become or becoming the best version of yourself in the most balanced way, in the most loving way, in the most creative way. This one's even walking with yellow shoes. Yellow shoes. Yellow for me is all about the self. But the fact that he's carrying flowers shows me that you're giving to yourself. You are loving yourself and you're walking in that love and the creativity. It's wow, Carla. Last year was a huge year in my relationship. I've been going through counseling and learning that my options matter, that my opinion matters. Normally I just worry about everybody else. Yeah, you're doing a phenomenal, I've got goosebumps for you too. You're doing a phenomenal job. And the more you keep doing what you're doing, the more you keep working on your opinion does matter. The blue scarf, the expression, your opinion does matter. It does matter. Also, you see in a different way to most people with these orange glasses. The orange for me is about creativity. You don't see in a random, you don't see in a norm way. You see things in a very different way to a lot of people. And the way that you see it brings something different to people to be able to see from a different perspective, in a different way, from a different perspective. Purple glasses. That's what you do. You're creative. The way that you see things allows people to be able to connect to things in a different way to what they have before. You're doing such an amazing job, Carla. It's just like, it's just like, wow, you're what? I don't even know what to tell you because you're doing such a good job. Am I right? Do you think to trust in my relationship again? Take care, Jazz. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a wonderful day. It's not about whether I think you're right. It's about you trusting what you feel, you using what you have learned, you using the love that you have within you and what you see for yourself. Everybody can advise you, Carla, but it's about what you feel. If you feel this is the right relationship for you based on who you are now at this moment, and that it feels like it's something for you to walk towards in a way that you don't lose yourself in moving towards it, then move towards it. But if there's a chance of you, if you're feeling that it's not the best thing for you, then don't, because that's your feeling around it. Trust what you feel. You have on these purple glasses, you have a lot of wisdom that comes through you and is showing you the best way forward for yourself. Am I right? By asking am I right means you've already made a decision of what you believe is right, and that is to be in this relationship. There's definitely a lot of rewards coming for you. There's definitely a lot of rewards coming for you, a lot of prizes, you could say, a lot of gifts that are coming to you. And it's just because of the work that you're doing. So keep doing it. I would say about a person, if there are any doubts about a person, then let go of the doubts. I've always got my stick. The doubts are here. If you want a relationship with someone that's a healthy relationship, focus on healthy relationships. Not anybody in particular, but on a healthy relationship. Someone that gives you the things that you need. If it's not one person that gives you different things, use the different people that give you the different things and focus on them so that you can work from this balanced place of gratitude. So you keep getting the manifestations you want. And there's 5 on my screen and 8. And 5 is balance and 8 is manifestations. So trust yourself. You know, sometimes it takes something to fall apart to be able to build it up with firmer foundations. And that happens quite often, actually, that things fall apart. And the reason they've fallen apart is because they didn't start with a firm foundation. So they needed to fall apart to be able to create that firm foundation. And that's what you're doing. You're doing it amazingly well as well, and keep moving towards you, because the more you move towards you, the more, and the loving of you, the more you're going to receive these beautiful manifestations that you've sent out for. The voice I'm learning to use is helping us to connect. Yeah, the expression through love. through love and sweetness, with the sweet, through love. All of this is green. You've got so much green. His whole outfit is green apart from the hat and the feet. Aside from the hat and the feet. You had been working from a very egoic place before though. And egoic, I just mean it was a place that you were very attached to everything around you, including yourself, of who you believed yourself to be. Now you're working more from a place of energetic self, love, connecting to something more than just yourself. Yeah, you're doing a great job. It's nice to see positive things for me. It fills me with hope. Yeah, you don't have any worry. I've been buying lots of green too. Yeah, you're surrounded by green. This is a lot of green. It's really beautiful. You're doing a great job. I can't tell you enough how amazing the job that you're doing is. And it's really nice as well if you've been working on something and the person that you're around is not just talking, because talk is cheap. It's so cheap. But the actions show everything. And when someone does show actions, it means there's an intention behind those actions. And if the intention that you're seeing is love, then that's a great thing, no? It's a great thing. Carla, you take care of yourself. That was beautiful. Guys, you're so strong and powerful. These messages have been amazing today. They're very similar to the pick a card readings I did earlier. A lot of the messages are coming out very, very, very similar at the moment. I feel like there's a lot of empowerment in the air, a lot of love for self that's coming out that hasn't been so much there before. It was like a lot of worrying about other people. Now there's more of this focus on self and where you are, which is an amazing thing because, like I said, with the stick that I constantly use, there is a negative of everything and a positive of everything. And if we're only focused on the negative of why is this not happening, why can't I get past this, then we're not able to get here to the abundant side, to the gratitude. We're not able to do that. So it's really looking at this and not avoiding it, not hiding from it, but really looking at this. Okay, this is how I feel, but why do I feel this? And really question yourself around what you feel so that you can kind of hear yourself. Some of the beliefs that you've had will not fit in with who you are anymore. They won't. But because you've had the beliefs for so long, the beliefs haven't been questioned for so long, you sit in those beliefs, although they're not relevant anymore. So it's really good to question. That's why I love my pole. Because if I'm in negative, I question it. What is this? How do I come out of this? How do I move beyond this to get to here? And it's always gratitude in the middle. Gratitude is the foundation of everything. It is the most amazing place to be in gratitude because it helps everything. So from here, you can get to gratitude because there's always things we have to be grateful for. Minimum, we should be grateful that we're alive, that we have breath, that we're getting to experience life, even if it's hard. It's still a blessing to be here, to experience the environments we're in or the situations we're in. Because they help us to grow, they help us to learn. There's no mistakes, there's just growth, expansion, learning, loving more. It's all bringing us to somewhere better than where we've been. And it's just trusting in that spiral that is moving you to a better place. How can I release past traumas and emotional baggage? By looking at it, Ridhi. By looking at it. When we are not releasing past traumas, it's because we're wanting to suppress them. We're not actually looking at them. We're avoiding. We're in avoidance. I created a little short yesterday that makes perfect sense to what I'm saying to you. It's like if I'm walking down the road and there's a big hole in the road in front of me, but I'm avoiding looking at this hole, then the likelihood is I'm going to fall into that hole. I can't avoid, as I'm walking forward, I can't avoid the hole and not put myself in danger or not put myself in a place that's uncomfortable. So it's looking at what's in front of you. You've spent a lot of time looking at what's behind you and suppressing it. Well, not looking at it. You've been suppressing it. You've been avoiding it. You don't want to feel what you've felt. But as long as you don't want to feel that, then you're there. You're in that place, because in the suppressing of it, you can't move away from it. So focus on what it is that you're walking towards, not what you're leaving behind. Because the more you walk towards something different, the more you're leaving behind what you no longer need, what you no longer want in your life, because your focus is on something different. But you've put a lot of focus into the emotional baggage, and as long as you keep putting the emotion into the baggage, you're still focused on the baggage. It's really interesting because Manvi, you wrote a comment. I didn't actually read all of the comment, but I saw the number 9 within your comment, and that was exactly what I was explaining, the number 9. I found that really interesting. It was like, whoop, 9. Yep, that's what I'm explaining. Carla, thank you so much. I needed that. I really appreciate you. I think I had that reading at the perfect time. Always perfect timing. Always perfect timing. I will continue working on my progress. Can't thank you enough. Carla, the empowerment from your message is I will continue working on my progress. It's like you embody empowerment. You're embodying a place of love for self, of commitment to self, of perseverance for self. It's so beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, I am off now. I will be back. What day are we on? We're on Wednesday. I will be back on Friday for the same thing, live readings, live energy readings. Tomorrow will be the pick a card readings that will be posted. So have a look at them if you feel guided to. And I'll see you Friday. Take care of yourselves. Thank you everybody for coming and joining me today. It has been a pleasure spending my time with you and connecting with your energies. And thank you for all of the strength that all of you have come here with today, and the like I said, empowerment that you've come with. It's been a joy to touch your energy. Thank you very much. I will leave here happier than I came, although I was already happy, but I mean, we can always expand in everything that we're doing. So thank you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.